what, guys, you have to let me go, because if at all they see you, you're going to bring me trouble, little knowing that trouble was already on it. To commit suicide, I wanted to disappear on the day of the party, but I could not disappear. I wanted to commit suicide, like, seriously. But I was like, wait, whatever. Hello guys, how are you doing? It's your girl Travel Editor, and I'm back again here with another video. So guys, first of all, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Just click that subscribe button, that red button, and then turn on a post notification bell so that each time I upload, you don't miss out, because I don't want you to miss out on this interesting series of events and drama and whatever has been happening in my life, whatever happened in my life, whatever is yet to happen in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sweet, all of them here. Guys, subscribe. So guys, as you've already seen the title for this video, you all know what's going down. And guys, I don't know, cause guys, this is really hot. So guys, as you've already seen the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about how I got involved in a clan meeting. I wasn't just attending a clan meeting, but the clan meeting was organized specifically for me. Guys, you must be thinking I'm kidding you, but guess what? It's no joke. This was a clan meeting for me. Say, a family meeting for me. Do you know what that means in African traditional society? Because me, personally, my parents are from that generation. They are not these .com parents. They're from that generation of African traditional society. So if they call you for a family meeting, you know what it means. It's not something just small. It's not something just easy. It is something very burning, you know. So guys, what caused that? Like, what brought about that family meeting, say clan meeting or whatever? So guys, growing up, I had never seen such a thing. Had never happened in our home. We grew up like many people, many kids, many siblings, 15 of us, and I had never seen people holding meetings just because of one person like this. But someone has done this, wow, about your sister, or your brother has done this, and they're calling upon a family meeting for you to sort out issues. This was, I don't know. But guess what? Where did it originate from, guys? So, and you can imagine I was this young. I was in senior 4 VAC. I was a VAC senior 4. And then there was this guy who was, you know, that high school love, high school love, you have your boyfriend. Remember, it's not something big, but you just there. I think that was some kind of relationship that we had. He was my boyfriend, I was his girlfriend. And guess what? This is a guy who was my first crush. The first time I got to know about what love is called. That was like my first crush. I don't know, but naturally I somehow found that guy attractive. Before he even came to me, before he even asked me out to be his girlfriend, I already had a crush on him. Like, no, he wasn't very far from our home. Well, like near, but not very near and not very far. that was it. So I used to see him more often, like in the centers. We had a nearby center, trading center, so I would see him around. So I don't know, but it's because I was seeing him more often. That's how I got attracted to him. That's how I crushed on him. I don't know what brought about that, but maybe it was just a natural feeling. You know, that adolescent stage. So guys, this guy hits on me. I already fell in love. Like there was no much needed to be done to make me fall in love. I already fell in love with him. So when he asked me out to be his girlfriend, it was just like what, an icing on the cake. So guys, maybe a few friends knew about it, but at home, as far as home is concerned, my parents, no one knew about it. Be it mom, be it dad, no one knew about our secret relationship. So guys, it was I had this cousin of mine, but this cousin was old enough to be my dad. Like, he was old, he had kids, you know, an old man of something, like was around 30 something, yeah. And he used to stay at home. He grew up from home, so most of the times he would be at home, and then at some point, of course, he left home. But he was this person who was always around, checking on us at home, all that stuff. So guys, and that guy was an alcoholic. He used to booze a lot. He was this kind of person who would booze from morning to evening. So guys, one evening, I had a friend who was staying in the centers. So, like during that time when I had gone there, I was just moving around. I found this girl with a magazine, you know, high school magazines, and it was very interesting. So I was like, you know what? Can I borrow your magazine? I'll bring it in the evening. She was like, it's not mine, but you take it. As long as you can bring it in the evening. You can take it. That magazine was for a brother to my crush, to my boyfriend, I would say. So I take the magazine. I took it home. It was during that time. I read through. Then I got into doing other things and I forgot the magazine. That day, in the evening, I felt like not taking supper. After having my milk, I felt satisfied. I was like, no way, I think I should go to sleep. It was like at around, should I say, 7:30 there. So I'm like, today, let me not take supper because I'm already full. I had taken like 2 cups of milk. So I reached in my bedroom and I found this magazine still on my bed. I'm like, what? Wait, I was supposed to take this magazine back. So I got that magazine, rushed to the centers. I think when I left home like this, what they wanted me for, I don't really know what they wanted me for. They called me, I was nowhere to be found. They called me, I was nowhere to be found. I wasn't in the kitchen, I wasn't in the main house. I was nowhere. They were like, where's this girl? Where could she have gone at this time of the night? So, kumbe, for me, when I reached in the centers, I found this guy, my boyfriend, had returned from town. They had gone to town to watch football. That's what the other friend of mine told me. They had returned. So I just reached and bumped into him. I bumped into him, and then, we started talking. I'm like, you know what? It's already late. I have to go home. Then he's like, okay, let me give you a push. We came together talking. We were almost reaching our company. I was like, you know what, guys, you have to let me go, because if at all they see you, you're going to bring me trouble. little knowing that trouble was already on its way coming. Hey, so meanwhile at home, when they looked for me and I was nowhere to be found, they they sent my cousin, the one I was talking about, and my brother, the one I follow, because I told you guys in the previous video that I get to know me video that I posted that I'm the last born out of 15. So they sent that cousin of mine and that brother that I follow, that second last born, to come and look for me, hunt for me around the centers and see where I am. So guys, these guys come. They come and they found when the guy had just made like 5 steps. He had already left me, but he was like 5 steps ahead of behind me, going back as me I was going home. Oh my god, that cousin of mine had a stick, as if he was going to kill a snake. So what they did, they stopped that guy. I had my cousin asking him, what were you doing with her, what. I continued walking, but I had my brother tell him, you just let him go. So they left the guy to go, and they came for me. That cousin of mine, my brother didn't talk much, didn't say anything, he was just there. So my cousin came and got hold of me and was like, what have you been doing? They are at home looking for you everywhere, you're nowhere to be found. Kumbe, you're just here with someone. Tonight you're going to face it rough. They had to take me home, guys. That guy tried to fight me, like beat me up, but because he already had something in his head, we were like equally wrestling equal. Like, you could not beat me down, you could not get hold of me with one hand and beat me up for just fighting. So we reached the compound. Somehow my sister had us shouting loud and kind of abusing each other, and she came through. She was like, you know what, if you don't want, she was telling my cousin, she was like, you know what, if you don't want this girl to hate you for life, just let her be. Let her be. Let her dad handle her. Just let her be. Let her dad handle her. You just leave him for dad. That's how that man left me. I went at that time. My dad was in the bathroom having a shower. So I went to the main house. In my bedroom. My bedroom was directly opposite the kitchen. I sat on my bed. I was thinking, oh my god, what is my dad thinking about? Because this man reached there and was talking shit, like shit, talking things that you couldn't even imagine. He reached in the kitchen and started talking that he had found us. We already we already ate our cookies. The guy was just saying bye to me, I'm sport, but I don't sleep in the house, but all that kind of things. I was like, I was just like this on my bed and thinking, what next? I was in shock. I could not say anything because this is an old man. My dad was just in the bathroom, quiet, not saying anything. That man was just talking hell on earth, and I was on my bed thinking, what is coming next? But I was there crying. That night, my dad didn't call me to say anything. Didn't say about where were you, what were you doing. He just kept quiet. Guys, in that period, in that week, that's when my other 3 sisters were supposed to come home, because we had a giveaway we had a giveaway and wedding ceremonies the next week, so they were supposed to come this week. In this week, my dad kept quiet, didn't say anything. So after like 3 days, my sister, the one that had the giveaway and the wedding thing ceremonies, you know, you be having a lot of stuff to run, to do this, do that. So she was like, you know what, I want you to help me with these clothes. You wash for me my clothes. It's like, okay. I got those clothes. I went outside. I was just going to start washing, and then my dad called me. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's when it hit mom, like, okay, now. I think all the 3 days, like, he had been there thinking of what to do for me and could not. But it's because there was this whole thing of parties on his head and he couldn't handle me that day. I don't know, but after 3 days, that's when he called me. He had my mom in the bedroom, so they called me. You guys, do you understand African traditional parents? Yes, I love my dad so much. You guys, they called me in the bedroom. It was him, my mom, and me. You guys, I was annoyed. I was too annoyed, too pissed. Reached in the bedroom and my dad was like, what did I tell you? You know, our dad was this kind of person who would, every time we are going back to school, he has to sit us down and get us in the living room and talk to us like a parent. He wasn't afraid of anything. He would tell us, because now we're in adolescent stage. Actually, he started that thing when we went to high school. He would call us, sit us down and tell us, you know what, you're now in adolescent stage, you're growing up, so certain things will happen to you. If you're a boy and you have wet dreams, don't go looking out for girls. Yes, he would say that to my brother. And then even me, he would tell me, if you start dreaming about guys, it doesn't mean you have to go and sleep with them. Know what has taken you to school. He would do that every time you are going back to school. He'd never miss that. So I don't know, I can't even explain how annoyed I was. I can't even explain it, guys, like you understand it. I was so much annoyed, Kwegamba. I was speechless. I could not explain, because this is an old man that talked all the things that my dad believed in him completely. He never gave it like a second thought, like, what if this man is lying? What if this man was just drunk? So, as of course, I told him, you told us not to do this, not to do that. He was like, now, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? He was very angry. Meanwhile, I was also annoyed. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything. Like, I was speechless, guys. I couldn't say anything. You know, African parents, you don't just talk. When someone is talking, you don't just open your mouth and utter out whatever you want. They want you to listen and not say a thing when they're talking. So my mom Wambi was there. My mom is a very soft person. She was just there looking at me as if she was making me even more emotional. So guys, what happened? She got his, he got her his stick, because he always had that stick in his bedroom. If I told you don't go to church, if I told you don't do what, so he got that stick. I don't, he always gave us like 6 of them, over 5, but that day I don't remember how many he gave me. I don't remember how many he gave me. He was very annoyed. Time for the party reached. After the next week, the time for the party reached, and We had the party, everything. I never wanted to attend that party, you guys. I wanted to commit suicide. I felt so bad. I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to disappear on the day of the party, but I could not disappear. I wanted to commit suicide, like, seriously. But I was like, wait, whatever they are accusing me of, I didn't do a single thing. Like, really, I did not do anything. I've never slept with this guy. I have never escaped from the house. This is all like they are working on assumptions. I'm like, now if I kill myself, what will I gain? I have not seen anything in this world. What will I gain by killing myself? This guy will go on with his life. Everyone was just talking to myself, and I was like, no way, I am not going to kill myself. So guys, that suicide plan, I got it out. I said I'm not going to commit suicide. So guys, this video is becoming too long. I think we are going to have part 2 of this conversation next time. So I request to give you part 2 of this conversation. If it still doesn't get done, we shall have part 3, because guys, the story is very long. This whole drama resulted into a whole lot of things that you can't even imagine. You yourself, I'm telling you, it was too much. So guys, next time we are having in the episode, the second episode of this conversation, we are starting from where I have stopped. We are starting from there. Don't miss out, please. Click that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell so that you don't miss out, because we are going to begin from what happened after the party. After the party ended, what followed. It's about to get hot, you guys. A lot of drama, guys. So guys, see you in the next episode. Please click that subscribe button. I don't want you to miss. Oh my god. And follow me on Instagram, by the way, Chilabo Editor. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah. So guys, see you in my next video.